Okay, well, yeah, random gate watch. Alrighty. Alright, let's see if we can get a cooperative Kraken or Tiamat. 3, 2, 1, go. So skip the opening cutscene, that's the important part. Holding circle to dash. Go ahead, grab ourselves 2 rapiers. Chainmails, leather armor, menu. Optimal first, remove that, and then we go optimal. That memory didn't catch, that's fine. We've corrected that. Thunder and sleep. Cure. Top guard did not get in my way, that's good. Plot, 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 plot. And off we go to save the princess. Go ahead and make our way up to the Chaos Shrine now. Hopefully we can get a good level 2 encounter. Preemptive against goblins is nice. Guaranteed run, no damage. This is not a bad walk so far. Okay. Let's see, can we find an encounter quickly? 2 goblin guards, I'll take this. It's half a level, I guess. Can't be picky with PSP's low encounter rate, so... Okay, so if I can find like a fast encounter, I can still get a good Garland time here. It's not a fast encounter at all. Okay, so definitely need to heal the Black Mage. Heal you. Red Mage is close enough to hot max HP, I think I'll go ahead and skip healing them. Attack, 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 magic, thunder. It's not a bad first round. That's a bad hit though. .97's not bad either. Okay, so should be able to end it this round. Nice hit. Okay, that wasn't terrible. Okay, Monk got another strong level up I saw. Black Mage did not, however. So Black Mage doing Black Mage things. Let's see if we can improve our luck as we go here. Talk to the princess, so that way we don't get the added cutscene of when she tries to call us back. And then we have a few cutscenes we have to sit through before we can make progress further. First things first, we gotta get our bridge. Okay, then we need to make a quick duck into town. We need to heal up our HP, but more importantly, this will get our MP back, so our white mage, or not, excuse me, not our white mage, our red mage can use more cures, our black mage can actually use the sleep and thunder spells we have for them. Go ahead and make our way to the town of Provoka now. Okay, no fight encounters up to the bridge, that's a good start. Skip that bridge cutscene. Go ahead and make our way over to Provoka now. Hopefully we don't get too many bad encounters along the way. This isn't actually that bad. The goblins will slow down the agility of the wolf. Although that's a big hit on the black mage. Okay, single wolf, but black mage able to get us out of there. That's 3 encounters so far, 2 Giga Swarms. Okay, 3 encounters to Provoka isn't bad. All first round runs didn't have to take an additional round of combat. Let's go ahead and heal you up. 62 is plenty on the monk, so it just mainly want to make sure that the black mage doesn't die in one hit, except to a crit. That's not a great start. Lost 1 turn to extra pirates. Gonna lose 2 turns potentially. That's 2, 3. That doesn't matter. 4 turns lost. 5, 6. 6 out of 7 remaining pirates. That's not a great start. That's fine. Attack, attack, you, thunder, this guy. Main thing is we want to go before the pirates that are still awake take their turn. Okay, so only lost 1 turn that round. Okay, that was better. Okay, the black mage got the guaranteed level up there. A little behind to start, but not anything too terrible. That's well within reasonable expectation. So we'll go ahead and do our 15 puzzles now. So the 15 puzzle at 2nd place will give us a chance for an emergency exit. Gotta wait for 31 seconds on the clock just to give myself as much time as possible. Turbo Ether is not an emergency exit. Hermes Shoes isn't bad, but no emergency exit. It's alright. So we'll go ahead and do our Mega Elixir grind now. So the Mega Elixirs will be our primary means of healing for the Chaos fight, considering that we don't have reliable healing since we are lacking in either a white mage or a 2nd red mage. So we'll be using these Mega Elixirs on the Chaos fight to be our main source of healing for that there. I'll be looking at getting 4 for the fight and then another one to sell for money to help supply some of our early game shopping. And I need to do this 4 times, which is why I'm waiting as long as possible for 30 seconds to get up there. This can go like that. That 9 is in a bad spot, so let's go ahead and fix that. That 14 is also in a bad spot, actually. Oh, shoot. A little bit too slow. Second Hermes shoes isn't bad. So we have 1 extra puzzle, but we have a second Hermes shoes now, so I can use that potentially at, like, Astos, for example, give myself some damage reliability. Yeah, controller's still a little sticking on some of its inputs. 29.43. .16. So I need to start moving into the 28 ranges now. It's be a little bit harder with a stiffer controller, but I should still be able to do it. Okay, that's 4 Mega Elixirs, 1 extra puzzle, so this should be my last one, and I should have my 5 that I need. Okay, so 1 extra puzzle, but we got a second Hermes shoes out of it. I can use 1 Hermes shoes for Lich, 1 Hermes shoes for Astos, if anything. Got ourselves maybe a little bit of extra money too, depending on what prizes we got. Go ahead, grab our temper spells, and then we'll go ahead and sell some items we don't need. So sell this turbo ether. We don't need the knives. Don't need the eye drops. Don't need the echo grass. Got a gold needle. That's not bad. Got 2 phoenix downs. That's really good. So I can afford a few deaths on Pisca demons, if anything. Excuse me, Mohawk. Thank you. Go ahead and make our way into our boat now, and we'll head to Elfheim. Go ahead and equip these broadswords we have. One of the things I meant to do there was actually check my stats, that's alright. Ambushed by a Sagagian Shark is not the best thing in the world, but it's also good for EXP, so we can go ahead and make this work. Ow. Oof, that's not good. Okay, we got the good turn order at least, so made up for it. Okay, so we are level 5 already. Need to go ahead and... So the Shark Sagagian actually does make up a decent chunk of EXP. That's probably about 1 Ogre's worth of EXP I can just account for already. Meaning that I need like 2 Ogres and some change. So this, depending on how weighted the EXP is, actually I might be able to get level 6 right here. Which would be really good for this start, means I could actually just ignore encounters for the most part and get to provoke the Marsh Cave as quick as possible. Nice crit. Okay, we got some good turn order there at least. Okay, so we're like super close to level 6. We're not quite there yet, but we're super close. So we just need to find maybe like one more ogre, or like a Giga Swarm would maybe do it as well. Like a good Gaston counter might do it. Gas is a little dangerous because of the paralysis touch, so more than likely just want to see more ogres. Let's go ahead and get 5 of these. I'll buy 2 more of these just because I have the gold for it, and then we'll get up to 4 of the go up to 5 potions. Just in case, because my red mage doesn't look like they've gotten good MP growths here. We'll go ahead and actually take a safety save as well. I need to take one at some point either way because I need to set up my save menu, as well as I'll probably need to safety save before Piss goes. That's a bad encounter. So I need to antidote. We'll go ahead, equip the Iron Shield while we're in the menu, and we'll cure you. 45 MP isn't bad. That's certainly 1 strong level up's worth of MP ahead, I think. Cobra. Okay, no damage. Let's go ahead and just kill the Cobra. Nice crit. Nice. Oop. So we're level 6 already, that's good. So I'm not too concerned about encounters. If we see more ogres, I'll take them as long as they're not with 3 Giga Swarms. This is a bad encounter. Nice first round run. Making good time here, just need to get into the Marsh Cave. Preemptive Strike. I'm actually going to take the Preemptive. Just because we are the level 6 already, and that would probably take at least 3 rounds of combat in order to kill. And we are the level 6 already. If I was still looking for a level 6, I would have considered it. But we're the level 6 already, so let's go ahead and tent. We'll make our way into the Marsh Cave, fight our Pisca Demons. So if we get a good walk to Pisca Demons and we get like maybe like at worst 2nd try Pisca Demons, I think we can still maintain pace. Okay, skeletons aren't dangerous, that's good. Monk is at 113 HP already, that's really nice to see. I think I saw my Black Mage at 72 as well, so I think we got a strong level up. Oh, 52. This is actually kind of bad. Okay, Black Mage got us out. Scorpions are like the worst thing I can run into here because of how agile they are. They also hit incredibly hard, and they poison you, so they're a triple threat of just all sorts of bad for this early game. Please save, thank you. Okay, that's definitely not 2. I'll go ahead and risk 3. Okay, that's a bad hit. We're gonna go ahead and restart. Risking 3 is not bad if you have the HP for it, or if they don't hit terribly hard, they can spread their damage out. There's 2 Pisca Demons. So I'm actually okay with taking some deaths. We do have some extra Phoenix Downs, that's why. Okay, those damage rolls aren't bad to start. Okay, so we might lose a little bit of time here, but we're maintaining pace, which is good. So you will actually defend, and you can Blizzard. Nice. Wow. 3rd try Pisca Demons, but still ahead by a couple of seconds. That's really nice to see. Let's go ahead and save. We didn't use actually a whole lot of our MP or our healing. And I think we only got poisoned once, so we're actually very good on healing supplies as well right now. Oop! Nope. That type of encounter is exactly why I always save after Pisca Demons. Because I'd rather lose the time to the reset and having to walk back to where I was than try to deal with that. I have... at 4 Scorpions with this early game party is more than likely to, going to kill you. You will not succeed in running away from that thing. So, better to just have that take that safety save after the Pisca Demons, and then just walk back to where you were. Okay, preemptive strike against Scorpions, however, though, that is good to see. I'm not too concerned about healing up my warrior actually a whole lot here, because I am hopefully looking to maintain this HP so that I can do Death on the Warrior at Astos, and hopefully split EXP 3 ways. If it's not a huge problem, and like I said, I do have the extra Phoenix Downs from the 15 puzzles, so I can afford a few extra deaths here. Let's go ahead and take a safety save now that we're out of the Marsh Cave. That was quite a few encounters for the Marsh Cave. Marsh Cave does have a very low encounter rate to begin with. Combined with PSP's lower encounter rate, it's not uncommon to see 0 to like 1 encounter Marsh Caves, and that was like a 4 for us, I want to say. Back and forth if we exclude the reset ones. Okay, so since I have to open up the menu anyway, let's go ahead and drop 1 potion on you. 68 will give him just enough HP that he should be able to live up through this walk. Preemptive strike is much better, that's what we want to see. So neither of my mages are doing particularly well on HP, they're doing pretty much average. I'll go ahead and take this Ogre because, for the EXP. Just because PSP has higher EXP curves compared to GBA. Any extra EXP that I can get, I'm willing to take. On GBA, I'd be much more willing to skip extra encounters since we can make it up with the eye grind later. This might be a little difficult to run from. Okay, we've got the second round run at least, that's fine. Okay, so this is still a little bit slow to Astos, but it's still going to be faster overall. So we'll go ahead and save here. And as long as we get like a death on the warrior, it's fine, because here we're going to start shifting our damage to the monk. I have the extra Hermes shoes, need to remind myself of that. Oftentimes when I have the extra Hermes shoes, I just forget I have it. So we can go ahead and actually use that Hermes shoes, which is also good because my monk is not level 7 yet. We're not guaranteed to hit these damage rangers with the multiple attacks per round. He doesn't really get the agility for that until about level 7. Death miss is good. So the haste spell, it doesn't increase you going sooner in the turn order, it just increases the amount of, doubles the amount of attacks you do per round. And so, with the monk hitting extra hard there, we got the good turn order too, the tempers went off first. So, okay, Astos is like mega dead now. Oh wow. So we're just gonna go ahead and defend with everybody else, save ourselves some on attack animations. There we go, that's what we wanted to see. See, that's the one downside about level 6 on the monk at the Astos fight, is that even with the haste, we're not always guaranteed to get those multiple hits per round. It's really weird how much that one extra level's worth of agility on level 7 does so much to improve your damage consistency. Because you go from like 1 to 3 hits per round on Astos to maybe like 2 to 3, what's it called? What am I looking for? It's like 1 to 2, occasionally 3, to going 2 to 3 consistently at level 7. It's amazing how much of a difference it makes. Okay, my red mage is still at 68 HP at level 8. That's not great. My monk is also slowing down a little bit in the HP department. I'd like to see them gaining more HP. So the reason why HP is concerned is that because for the Lich fight, we want to see our party at least 155, ideally 160 HP. that is like 90% favored to live a Blizzara, which is Lich's first spell in his spell list. And so I at least want to see the monk get up there. The red mage and the black mage would have to get a considerable string of strong HP levels in order to get to that point. By this point in the party, so I'm not hedging my hopes on that, but if I can at least get the monk up to 160, then I could still use the monk as my primary damage dealer. If the monk doesn't hit that HP threshold, I either have to risk the fight, or I need to do a backup strat where we use the warrior instead. We do have the Hermes shoes from the 15 puzzle, because of that extra puzzle, I do have 2 of them, so I usually use the first one for... save the first one for Lich, then if I get an extra one, I'll use it for Astos when I remember it. I don't... Yeah, my red mage was not jumping there, so I'm pretty sure my red mage is still level 8, so we're not even going to bother trying to get Cura yet. Go ahead and kill these because they're fast. Little tiny incremental EXP gains here and there is what we're going for. And then we have the Thundara, so if we run into any bad sea encounters, I can just use the Black Mage to end it in one round. So the worst thing we'll see on the water is basically an ambush. But nothing too bad there. Make our way up to the Witch Matoya now. She's stumbling around, having lost her Crystal Eye. We just so happen to have a Crystal Eye that we've obtained from beating Astos. And thus, our journey down the extended fetch quest beginning continues. A couple seconds faster than gold. Go ahead, pick up these extra supply items here. Just because on lower EXP on lower EXP, I want to get these items where I can because I expect to be healing more, being lower level. On GBA, even with this same party composition, I still skip picking up those items. But okay, we got the level 9. That's good. So I can actually go ahead and duck back into Elfheim after I do the Mystic-Key. In order to get Cura for the red mage. That will give me a nice consistent heal for the mid game, as well as going later on into the through the Earth Cave. It'll save me a little bit on it'll save me on potions, but where it'll really save me is in the Ice Cave. It'll be a much better use of my healing than trying to cure or use potions. Because after the Earth Cave, I actually switch off of potions and instead stock up on ethers to just restore my mage's MPs. Okay, this is going to be a little bit slow. What I should have done actually was flee with everybody and then queue up an AoE spell with the Black Mage. That way I guarantee the fight ends in one round, but it looks like our Red Mage was able to clutch it out for us. Go ahead, talk to them, get the Mystic-Key. Kinda just goes to show how much difference like one good or bad encounter can make on that little stretch there. I think like one encounter can potentially take like 20 to 30 seconds, and a wolf pack is definitely on the higher end of that, so the fact that we got a second round run was a really good for timing pace. So we're gonna duck back into the castle. We're gonna grab all these items here, mostly to sell because the money route in this early portion is really tight, and I have done a lot of number crunching in this early game to get it to a route where I can consistently know what I need to buy and how much money I'll have to play with for specific things. So 2000 is great. It's where I want to be. Actually, I think 2000 is a little bit ahead of where I'd normally have. These pirates, if you don't do a 15 puzzle, the Buccaneers are actually also really good for money encounters. Actually, a fun thing you can do in NES is that you go onto the boat. You save the game. You save the game. You go onto the boat, and then you power on the game on and off. And because of the way the NES handles memory, the first encounter on the water you get will always be a pack of Buccaneer pirates, and that's a good way you can just you'll get 120 something gold, something like that, for one pirate, and it's only like 20 gil or something like that to stay at the end. So you always net positive on money. So that's actually a thing you can do just in the early game. Just do that over and over, and you can farm gold that way. It doesn't work as well in remakes because of the lower encounter rate on the water, especially. Okay, I think I can. No, okay, I kind of have to sell both of these here, so let's go ahead and get. We'll go ahead and get 21 since I still have the 6. We'll get a stack of you. Okay, I need 4,000 and I'm picking up 25, so 20. That'll give me 6. That'll give me like 28. Okay, that should be plenty considering that I had 3 already. I had 2 from the 15 puzzle, and I had 1 I picked up in Marsh Cave that I didn't use yet, so that should buffer me for Phoenix Downs for a while. I hopefully won't need to use them, and if anything, I'll always save that money back later. But the main thing is I need to come out of Provoca with, or not Provoca, but Cornelia with at least 2,500 gil, because I pick up 1,500 gil to get in the Dwarf Cave in just raw gold to get back up to 4,000, and then I have some options where I can either sell the Mithril Mail and 1 cottage in order to get or 1 cottage, or I can sell the Worm Killer to get another 4,000 gil in order to buy a second silver armlet for my Black Mage and my Monk. In the older Monk route where we ran 2 red mages, that gil shopping is not quite as tight. We can afford to be a little bit more aggressive with our spending because we only need to get the 1 silver armlet for the Monk. You know, the one time I didn't push against this guy to get him away to the door, now we're going to lose time to this. You know, I said to myself, push against this dwarf when he was 1 tile off. Okay, so we lost some time to just sitting there. That's unfortunate. Anytime he's 1 tile away from the door like that, you kind of want to push against him just so that he doesn't have that opportunity to block your path, because then he's 50-50 on whether or not when you try to push against him to get him out of your way, if he moves either into the door or out away from you. And I think it's actually weighted where the NPC will not move in the direction where you're trying to push against them. So because you're trying to push against them to the left or the right, in order to get, they'll actually end up moving down and blocking the doorway. So that's probably like an additional 30 seconds I lost to him just standing there, which is a bit unfortunate. I'll have to go back and double check that, but that was my fault. I should have pushed against him. I usually always take that little bit of extra time. It costs like nothing to do. It costs like maybe like 2-3 seconds to push against him, just to guarantee that you don't lose 30 like that. That's alright. We'll go ahead and grab our items here. I also don't have an emergency exit, so I already plan to lose a little bit of time at the Earth Rod split. As long as we can get to the vampire on a head of pace. With our current pace, how far we head, like, I'm shooting for at least just breaking even at Earthrod. Because optimally, a emergency exit off the 15 puzzle saves you maybe 2 to 3 minutes in backtracking out of the Earth Cave afterward. But on PSP, you can kind of actually just barely edge it out. Maybe you lose only a minute with it just because of PSP's lowered encounter rate. So yeah, these Wolves packs are exactly why I'm glad to have a Black Mage here. Because with a Black Mage, I guarantee that that fight ends in 1 round if I do exactly that, where I flee with everybody except the Black Mage. If I was doing 2 Red Mages, I would have to queue up an AoE spell with both Red Mages because the Red Mages don't have as good intelligence growth as the Black Mage. And so at this same level, we're only doing maybe about half the damage that the Black Mage is doing. Which makes it really, really nice when you have a Black Mage. It does. It also just melts Vampire. It's hilarious. So these encounters are slowing me down a little bit, but we should still be able to make decent time to Vampire, as long as we have a decent Earth Cave. So we're gonna go ahead into Melmond really quickly. Oopsie. Door. Sell. We're going to do the Mithril Mail and 1 I didn't need to sell that cottage. That is 2,000 gil I could have saved myself. I didn't save that cottage. I forgot I had taken so many extra encounters up to that point, so that's the thing I didn't factor in. I must have memoried that. That was my fault. I didn't need to sell that cottage. I can always buy it back again later, but I could have saved myself a little bit of money. I can make it up later. It's alright though. Normally I'd be excited for these encounters, but I kind of want to just get into the Earth Cave at this point. So let's go ahead and equip everybody. So first we'll put the silver armlets on you. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and tent up. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and make our way down. So unfortunately we can't clear the Earth Cave in 1 trip for plot reasons. After we beat the Vampire, we'll have our passageway blocked, which is why we have to backtrack out and grab the Earth Rod. If we could clear it in 1 go, we would. But not off to a great start, and my Red Mage is eating quite a bit of damage here, as is my Black Mage. Let's go ahead and use up some of these potions actually here. We're gonna detour to pick up the Coral Sword next. Okay, this is another encounter where having a Black Mage is good. These gargoyles are very agile for early game party compositions, and so the best thing to do is queue up a spell with your mages, and like Thundara, and just clear them out. And having a Black Mage is especially good for that because similar situation to the wolves. If you have 2 red mages, you have to clear them out with both red mages because they only do about 40 damage each. A Black Mage by himself will do 80 at this level. And the werewolves and the wargwolves are slower than the regular wolves, so that's why it's usually okay to just straight flee from them without needing to cast the spells. It's the yellow wolves that make running really, really difficult in the wolf packs. Oh, excuse me, bat. Okay, so we got a tent, we got the Coral Sword. Got an encounter before we got the Coral Sword on, but that's okay, we got a preemptive, so we can go ahead and fix that now. So pass the Coral Sword onto the red, black, or warrior, and the Worm Killer onto the Red Mage. So it's kind of up in the air on like what I would prioritize, and Overall, I found that prioritizing offense is better than prioritizing the survivability you would get from the Mithril Mail, putting it on the Red Mage, especially if the Red Mage already has low HP to begin with. So I'd rather be able to consistently just kill what's in front of me. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of menu rearranging here, just so I don't have to dig as far for these items. So that'll slow me down a little bit here, but we've already had quite a few encounters here in this Earth Cave, so it's been slowing me down to this vampire. Okay, this is a fight that is going to be difficult to run from, and we can get paralysis by this enemy formation. Looks like we dodged that though. But mostly did the fire red just in case the mage happened to get off first there. Okay, yeah, we're not doing great on HP, however. Okay, so... Okay, so we're gonna lose a little bit of time here just due to bad encounter luck. That's unfortunate the red mage went down. That's okay, that's why we bought Phoenix Downs. This wouldn't be a bad encounter for the mummy encounter wouldn't be bad for EXP, but I'm trying to conserve MP. So this is actually a strategy that I've done a little bit of researching into, just kind of empirically through having run multiple monk routes and comparing my damage outputs of the warrior and the monk. And actually, because vampire is designed to be an enemy that has very high physical defense and like when you factor in critical hits, it's actually better to temper the warrior who has a much better consistent damage output with the Coral Sword than it is to temper the monk in this scenario. That's a little unfortunate that the physical hit that hard. So that's going to be my monk potentially missing out on this EXP depending on how our turn order goes. Okay, well apparently my red mage is going to miss out on the EXP too. So we might actually be looking at warrior strats for Lich here. Because the thing about the vampire's EXP is that I rely on that essentially to get to get close of level 12 for the party members that are up for the EXP. Wow, I didn't think not healing there would actually matter, but apparently it did. Yeah, actually 120 exact. 125 out of things. So that 4 HP actually mattered. That's a bit unfortunate, actually. But I have to conserve MP on my black mage. I had a lot of encounters where I was forced to use MP on the earlier floors, and the tent will only cure the tent will only cure back 100 MP. So it's imperative that I conserve as much MP as I can, since I'm only going to get a limited amount back. Especially because I'm at 130 right now, so if I somehow go through this entire section to the Earth Rod and back to the Earth Cave before I use my next tent without using my MP, I will have max MP. But for that I need essentially good encounter luck in the overworld. So that was a bit unfortunate that we had a little bit of a slower Earth Cave, but not anything too unexpected. A 6-minute walk to Vampire, even in PSP, is actually really fast. 8 minutes is much more average. And 8-minute walk to Vampire is actually still above average, even in GBA. So I'm not too upset about that time loss. That's within my realm of expectation. I'm actually going to still take this for the EXP just because of like how far behind we are on EXP, because my monk and my red mage lost out on the XP. So And since we have the preemptive there, I can actually conserve my Black Mage's MP by not having them cast spells, and I can just physical everything down. I was kind of expecting that to take 2 encounter rounds, but we had the preemptive, so I essentially had a free turn anyway. So as long as we can actually get to Sarda within a decent amount of time, we can actually still maybe break even. It's just mostly going to depend on what kind of overworld encounter luck we got here. Although we did get a lot of encounters in the cave, so... stupid Toku logic states that that means we're not going to get a whole lot of encounters in the overworld because of that. Let's go ahead and get through this cave here. Oh, Saber-Teeth, I have to fight this. I have to AoE this down. Saber-Teeth are like the worst thing I can encounter in this particular area. They're super agile, and I don't have reliable party levels in order to flee from them. So it's much safer to just fight them and take them out. So that is a little unfortunate because I lose some MP on my mage there, but we can go ahead and compensate, I guess, for that. We don't necessarily need all the MP that the Black Mage is going to have. I mostly want it just in case the worst happens and I need to cast a lot of AoE spells while we're walking down to Lich. Like, MP management is just something that comes with experience through running this game. So losing about a minute is actually not bad. In terms, or a minute compared to PB, so, or rather, I guess in terms of pace for that there. What am I talking about? We gained a minute in terms of time, so that was like about average for a walk there. Yeah, 5 minutes to Sarda is about average, 4.5, a little bit above average. But yeah, if you don't have the emergency exit, that's about what you expect when you're walking over to Sarda. I've kind of deprioritized the Ghoul Ghast as far as EXP is concerned. Unless it's like, I only will AoE that down if I really have to. I would much rather save the MP for a Ghast White encounter. It's mainly just because the ghouls themselves are not worth a whole lot of EXP, and the encounter is usually like 40 to 60% ghoul compared to Ghast. So that's a bit unfortunate that we failed to run here. The Ghast White encounters inside the Earth Cave are a much better use of AoE Fyras for the EXP that you're going to get from them. Okay, so we're getting a lot of encounters in the overworld, so stupid Toku logic states that we're going to get much less encounters in the Earth Cave. Go ahead and tent back up. Having the Hermes shoes, thinking about it, actually does make it so that having to resort to the warrior isn't nearly as bad as it usually is. Usually, having to resort to the warrior is really slow when you're running monk route, because the warrior, what's it called, needs like 6 tempers to really get going, compared to the monk only needing maybe like 4. But with the Hermes shoes, you can actually cut that down to 3, and actually only needing like effectively 1.5 rounds of setup on either the warrior or the monk actually makes either party character they're much more consistent in terms of damage. The warrior would still prefer to get more tempers just because the damage consistency is just much better overall. But I suppose in this scenario, it's not the worst thing in the world. See, the thing of it is that if the monk can get to level 12, we'll get a strong level up, and that'll put him in like the 150s. The problem is that getting to that level 12 is going to take a while, especially because he lost he lost the vampire's EXP. So, and it's one of those things where I'm not gonna go out of my way to farm encounters to try and get him there, so we kind of just have to roll with it. 133 can, in a very, very minuscule setting, live a Blizzara. It's not terribly likely though. So I think what I'll do here is just if I see a good encounter for EXP like these mummies, I think I'll go ahead and take it. These mummies are 300 EXP and gil a piece, and there's 4 of them, so that'll make up there. The red mage going down will also bump some EXP into the monk as well, although it's not the thing I want to see at this particular point. There's actually not a whole lot I can do about it regardless. The red mage is already behind on HP. Having an extra level isn't gonna save the red mage, so the goal for the red mage at this point is get the temper off turn 1 before you die. That's basically what I'm conceding to at this point. One tile before the stairs. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and take you for EXP. That's not great, actually. So now I'm forced to physical this down. I'm gonna chance the run here. That is really unfortunate, actually. The black mage is not likely to be targeted being in the 4th slot. It's only about a 12.5%. But the thing of it is that the black mage actually has the best overall magic defense compared to the rest of my party. And so the black mage actually has the best chance of not getting paralyzed. And we are in dire straits here because my monk can't get away from this, and the longer this goes on, the more nervous I'm getting. Okay. Okay, so we actually had a decent chance of getting a good Lich time if it weren't for that encounter. That's really unfortunate. I lost quite a bit of time to that, so hopefully we can get a good Lich. I'll give maybe like 1 attempt at the monk. We'll see how Lich wants to behave here, but if we can break even with my Lich pace, then I think I can go ahead and keep this going. Even if we don't, I still have plenty of time save at Kraken and Tiamat. And my goal time isn't so monstrously low that I need to necessarily have a good Lich. I can potentially make it up later on in the run. Okay, red mage got the temper off, that's good. Hermes shoes went off, that's good. Lich physical, that is also good. So 120 got the crit. Okay, we're not even gonna bother trying to heal that red mage. We are just all-inning on tempers. Physicals, keep them up. So with 3 tempers, 4 tempers now, the monk effectively has 8 tempers on him for physical hits. So, okay, this is basically in the bag. I am going to just defend with everybody. Nice. So that was a nice crit on the second round. We got the 700 there, and so we were just defend. So that was 2 physical attack Lich. We got really, really good RNG there. And we are still able to stay ahead. Not the best thing in the world. We did lose like at least probably like 30-45 seconds to that unfortunate paralysis on the black mage with that gas encounter, but the run didn't die, at least. That was the important thing. 5-minute canoe split is actually still kind of high, so I actually have a little bit more potential for time save here as well. It just depends on what kind of encounter look we can get in the overworld. So we'll go ahead and tent my party to heal it back up to full. Also go ahead and take a safety save as well, just so I don't have to redo that Lich fight again, because that was a really, really good lucky Lich fight. I'm not gonna lie, that was pure luck. Getting physicals is already rare on Lich. Lich is like 60% favored in his AI to cast spells. It's like 60 or 75% actually, so best case scenario, I essentially got a 1 in 16 by having 2 rounds of physical hits. I got super lucky because we dodged the paralysis, and then to top the cherry on top was my monk outsped Lich with 3 other characters defending and got the finishing blow in. So that was like one of the best Lich fights I could actually ask for. So the important part for this fight here was just the big eye didn't stun the Black Mage, because the Black Mage is going to be the one I relied upon to just clear out this enemy formation. And so it's basically only like a 1 in 8 chance of that happening because of the targeting. And the reason why I didn't flee like I normally did was because the Sahagins are fast enough that fleeing is not likely to happen, so... Nice thing of having a defend command as well is that I effectively save some turns on animations. In GBA, I would have to like queue up either like a flee or I would just attack with everything. I think the flee animation is actually the shortest animation out of actions that you can do. Which is why it's nice to have a defend command in PSP. I'm getting a lot of encounters on the water here, so actually we're probably looking at another 5-minute canoe split. Because we're getting encounters on the area that has the lowest encounter rate, and we have to walk through a bunch of forest which has the highest encounter rate, so we're still probably looking at like, yeah, a 5-minute canoe split here just because of these water encounters. Ideally, a canoe split does not take more than like 4. Like 4.5 is already taking way too long, in my opinion. Come on, team, you can do it. That's unfortunate. Okay, we're going to do this instead now. I'm gonna go ahead and concede the fact that the red mage is not gonna be alive for much longer in this party throughout this run. I don't think I have another... Okay, I have one last Phoenix down to bring you back up. Go ahead and use these potions since we're going to be switching to Ethers pretty soon. But man, that is annoying. That's actually another reason why I don't particularly like this area. That Scorpion Cobra formation is unreasonably challenging to run from for what it is, especially considering that the Cobras are the Anacondas are supposed to lower the average agility compared to the Scorpions that are in this formation. Like, this is another example too of just like, you're not likely to see these Scorpions with these Minotaurs at all. And I'm seeing 4 of them now, so... Oh, there goes the red mage again. Ay, ay, ay. I blame the ocean encounters for all of that. Okay, so I need another stack of these now. I need... Yeah, like 30 of these. I'm not even gonna bother with the buckler for the red mage, because odds are pretty good the red mage is just gonna die while using it. So we'll go ahead, just sit on that 2,800 gold. And if anything, I'll use that to, what's it called, pay for the tent I need to buy. Six-minute travel to Crescent Lake is unreasonably high. That is optimally a 3.5-minute sail that on average takes 4 minutes. With random encounters, and that's mostly due to random encounters that you find in around the Crescent Lake area. It's not due to anything you see coming out of the Earth Cave or on the water. Okay, so we'll go ahead and make our way to the Ice Cave now. Ice Cave is another area I can potentially save a little bit of time on. A 13-minute Ice Cave is actually kind of high. Can probably save in the neighborhood of maybe like 2 or 3 minutes in that one section alone. So it just depends on what kind of ice cave luck we get. But yeah, no, my red mage is not doing great on EXP, rather EXP, but HP, and it's really starting to hurt. This is part of the reason why like HP is so critical to this speed run, is just because like having the HP means that you can survive more things, and surviving means you're more likely to get EXP, which will keep you alive for more portions of the run, so that you can potentially still keep gaining EXP to get stronger. The red mage dying as often as she has now has lost so much EXP that even on this eye grind, there's not a whole lot I can do to salvage her. She has good MP growth. That is the one saving grace. So it's like, if we can keep her up, she has a lot of heals she can offer, but oh boy, keeping her alive in combat is going to be a challenge. Like, if it weren't for the fact that even in chainmail, the red mage has better absorb than the black mage does currently for physical defense, I would actually consider putting the black mage in slot 2 right now. I have 1 gold needle to spare. I have 2 gold needles. I have 3 gold needles. Okay, the black mage just got a bunch of EXP, and I have no gold needles. Okay, so that is a save, and now if we have any petrification whatsoever, I need to reset, because I do not have the gold needles to salvage that. I would be completely reliant on getting a gold needle drop after the cockatrice fight in order to heal that off. And once again, the red mage is down. This is looking dire, folks. I mean, on the one hand, the black mage and the monk do get more EXP, so this is making up for them going down earlier, but at the vampire, but and I'm not gonna complain about the monk getting more EXP, but this is actually having to stop and heal to bring the red mage up is going to actually considerably slow me down over the course of the run. So as much as possible, I need the red mage to stop dying. Thankfully, finally got to the level 12, so we finally got that strong level up. We have a little bit more buffer on HP. But, oh boy, keeping her alive is going to be a challenge. I don't normally save scum in Ice Cave on PSP just because I try to play with the lower encounter rate, but I've taken a lot of extra safety saves just because I don't want to deal with having to bring the Red Mage back up again. We're at the halfway point now, so I'll go ahead and take another safety save. Just in case I get like an ambush or something like that, that's not terrible. Not likely to run from this, but I mostly just want to see most of those attacks go into the warrior, if anything. Losing even more EXP. This is actually also going to slow down the eye grind because she's not going to be a higher level in order to do as much physical damage too. So this is just kind of the echo chamber that is what's it called? You know, HP problems in Final Fantasy 1. But it's fine, we'll adjust. It's not the best thing in the world, but I have dealt with far worse. I have dealt with 2 red mages in this situation. So it's like, what can you do? It also doesn't help that, like, here, okay, so slot 2 is supposed to be 25% chance to be targeted. Over the course of my run, I have seen slot 2 get targeted far more often than slot 1, which kind of makes me question that statistic of slot 2 being the 25%. I mean, on the one hand too, I also did make the conscious decision to not buy a buckler. So that is also probably affecting some things here, but with that amount of HP, I don't know how much difference the buckler would have made. So we got to go ahead and cure up. Where are my ethers? Thank you. You need ethers as well. So this is actually going to slow me down significantly too, because anytime the eye does Thundara, it's going to force me to heal, because the Thundara is going to deal between any like a high 70 to a low 90 in terms of damage, and I try to keep my HP around like 100 something. I don't know how the hell this is a gold split with all that nonsense. Like, being ahead here by that much, I understand. How that is still a gold... How that is a gold split by almost a minute and a half, I will not understand. Because I already thought I had a really good ice cave in my... what's it called? My first PB of this, so... Okay, well, we're at the eye. We'll go ahead and make up our EXP as we can. So we're going to be doing this up until I hit a certain gold threshold. I have to use the Thundara here just because being down that one red mage actually does cut my physical damage consistency down by quite a bit. And so it's like, I would struggle killing this eye in one round with 4 physical attackers already. My red mage being behind on EXP is what's it called? Just making that even worse. So I definitely need the black mage to cast Thundaras here in order just to guarantee that we take this thing down. And it looks like we hit another intelligence multiplier. So that's actually working out in my favor a little bit for the black mage, because it means that our damage we don't need to be as consistent in our physical damage rolls. So the big thing mainly now is we just want to make sure that we outspeed Eye. So this can potentially save me back a little bit of more time as well on the Eye grind. This will actually be good because if the Black Mage is consistently going before the Eye, then that means that actually I won't have to be concerned about healing as much, and then I can just focus on re-ethering up the Black Mage by comparison, which is actually kind of looks like the situation we might currently be in. Spoke too soon. Okay, well I was going to be forced to heal regardless because I had to open up the menu to re-ether my Black Mage. So that Thundara coming out is not bad. Ideally, we want to see as few Thundaras as possible from the Eye, because every time a Thundara comes out, I'm forced to heal. Oopsie. My down input got eaten there. Okay, so we're at 51 something or other. Needs to go until we're at about maybe like 95,000 gil or so. So we probably got like another like 13 to 15 eyes ahead of us. Okay, we were doing really good on outspeeding the Eye, and now we're not doing not so good. That was also a high roll of 101 on the Red Mage, so I'm forced to heal again. So I usually try to heal to like 200, that way I only have to heal every other time the Eye does Thundara. And so this is why actually being only at 100 and some odd HP is actually really bad for the Eye grind. It's because it forces me to heal after every single Thundara, and so if I get a lot of Eyes in a row where the Thundara comes out, it slows down the Eye grind because I'm stopping to heal. The other really unfortunate part too is that we're not going to consistently hit a physical damage threshold until we're about in the 20s for our party, and by that point, especially on PSP, because of how much higher the EXP thresholds are per level, the Eye fight's going to be done. 64, okay. Okay, we started off good, and I'm starting to get a little annoyed at this. Okay, that's my fault as well. Okay, we are just going to defend with everybody, and we are just going to pray that the Black Mage doesn't get stunned. Because odds are pretty good we're not running from this encounter formation. Okay. So we still can get encounters in the off step, and that does slow the Eye grind down a little bit, just because the Eye gives so much more EXP compared to the random encounters. So 70,000 or so. It also forces me to redo my menu for attacks. Yeah, my red mages, neither of my mages have done particularly well in the HP department this run, but my red mage in particular is really lagging behind. And that's actually partly due to the level disparity. I don't have a lot of other forced encounters where I can make up that XP as well, so the chaos fight is going to be quite the ordeal, I should say, if we can't get the HP up. Because ideally I want the red mage to be at like 200 HP or so that way when I throw the Giant's Tonic will be in like the 450-500 range. Should probably go ahead and check how much money I'm at. We're probably close. That's close enough. That's like one fight off, but that's recoverable. I can make that. I can make up that difference off of random encounter. Okay, this I'm actually going to fight just because it's so small. It's rare to see small formations on this trap tile. This is one of those overflow trap tiles where it's specifically designed to spawn so many formations of enemies that you're more than likely going to see a full 9-pack. So seeing anything less than 5 on that tile is really, really rare. Okay, preemptive strike we'll go ahead and take. Go ahead and pick up these guild chests as well in order to buffer our funds here. I don't need quite as much money because I can't buy Curaga yet for my white mage. Okay, this might be painful and I'm going to fight this because of that ice storm. I do have the safety save I can resort back to. That's unfortunate. Okay, I have to redo part of that walk again now. Okay, I have to redo the trap tile too. I thought I saved after the trap tile, I guess I was wrong. That's the unfortunate thing about ice dragons, is the ice dragons are a 1 in 64 encounter in the ice cave, so you don't plan a route running into those. Additionally too, I don't like, it's really unfortunate when both of them decide to ice storm like that. Like, I could have lived one ice storm and then like I would have just surrendered if, you know, a physical attack killed one party member. As long as it wasn't the black mage, I was willing to still take that encounter, but both of them ice storming was just like a death sentence, unfortunately. This Ice Gigas, unfortunately, is unrunnable, so I have to kill it. So I'm going to lose a little bit of time here because of that, because I have to redo this entire section. Probably going to lose about a minute and a half. I don't like it, but we're going to have to try. Okay, you're dead. Okay. All the bad encounters are coming out. That's probably the game trying to tell me I should save. Gives me a good excuse to check my Gil as well. 136 I can work with. Single Mind Flare I'm just gonna go ahead and kill. On a single Mind Flare, it's worth it to just go for the kill. On 2, it's 50-50, you can probably go for it safely. 3 or more, I'm just going to chance the run. Especially after the eye grind, where our innate magic resistance is higher, we're more likely to resist the paralysis. It's better to just try and run. The worst thing they'll do is death touch you. Okay, as long as we can get to the airship by 122, I'll be okay with that. So that'll give me about maybe like a minute and a half loss. Yeah, not likely to see those Ice Dragon. That is unfortunate, but what can you do? I was playing fast and loose in my saves. It's a PB attempt. Can't really do much about that. Okay, I don't mind the encounters we've seen on the water so far, because they're not the bad ones in the river. I should be able to run from this at my level now. Okay. Okay, yeah, so about a minute lost, little over a minute or so. Probably minute 15, minute 20 with the cutscene. Yeah, minute 15. That tells me that my previous PB had a wipe on getting out of there. Okay, where am I going now? I need to go Oxio. No, I need to buy Heal our Haste first. I need to go this way to get the Oxio. Where the hell am I going? Okay. This is the problem when I don't properly sail to my landmarks. I get lost along the way. Okay, I am going to be forced to also restock my gold needles as well, since I used all 3 of them in the ice cave. So buy 3 more while we're here. Antidotes are fine. I'm gonna get a backup haste because the last time I didn't, that bit me in the butt in the round, but my Black Mage will still be my primary haster, but at least I'm not completely dead in the water if I have to go, what's it called, with another haster. Stop and grab Fyraga. I unfortunately can't buy Kiraga because the red mage is not the proper level yet. It's the downside of red mages is that they need to be a higher level threshold in order to learn their spells compared to the black or white mages. Okay, this thing gets to die. Surprise, surprise. I'm pretty sure it would have been faster to run from this thing by this point, with how long it's taken me to kill this thing. Okay, buy a bottled fairy. 3 Giants tonics, speed drinks. I had a menu glitch there. The fairy bottom menu was still behind that thing. Two encounters in the overroad. If it weren't for the fact that I also lost a bunch of time to that desert Beretta, probably not the best thing in the world. Okay, so I need to buy 4 protect rings. I need to restock my supplies for the healing items for the rest of the run. I almost bought 4 ruby armlets. I am short on gold, which probably means I need to sell something now. Okay, sell. Don't need that iron shield. Sell that worm killer, I guess. Get that out of my inventory. Get that out of my inventory. Okay, hang on. That is the most important thing I need, actually. So I guess that means I don't restock Phoenix Downs or Ethers here, which is bad. Okay, so that 10k Gale I thought I would play around with, turns out I probably needed to go grab that 10k Gale Jest. Okay, well, we adjust. It just means I need to do more shopping later now. So what it probably means is that I'm stopping by Crescent Lake on the way to either Lufenia or... Okay, hang on. I think I'm good for Waterfall Cavern and Sea Shrine. I will need to sail to Melmon, grab the Knight's Armor, carry. Okay, so I will have to stop by Crescent Lake. I'll have to stop by Crescent Lake after I kill Carrie and restock whatever items I need to have there. That's basically the best place for me to restock everything. Or I could do it in Onrock, but I don't have the no, I can't do it in Onrock. I don't have the money for it. I have to do it after Carrie. So I'll do it after Carrie on the way to Lufenia to get the chime. Okay. We have a plan. That's the important part. Ow. Okay, Clay Golems are fine. Clay Golems just cast spells. And apparently hit like a truck. Keep giving me Clay Golems, please. You know what? I'm going to take you for EXP. Please stop hitting the red mage. Thank you, black mage. I didn't put the pro rings on. This could potentially be bad. If they gaze, the party member could die. Okay, it's mathematically impossible for me to have a party wipe now. Okay, we're fine. Okay, let's put those pro ring ons while I'm thinking about it. A single king mummy and a single mummy is not worth the XP. Better to just take the preemptive run. Nightmare will go ahead and fight. Wow, I low rolled on some physical damage there. I guess it's still Blizzara even on a single Nightmare. Or I can crit, that works too. Okay, heal. Save just in case of a really bad trap tile encounter like an ambush or something. Robot's in a good spot. Okay, this I'm going to attempt to flee from. Okay, that's not bad. That's much better than the near 6-minute one I had in PB. Okay, get you. Get you. I think I'm gonna grab this Defender Sword just to, even though it gives me a couple of extra stats, just to get it to sell. I shouldn't need the 1100 gil. I think what I've picked up is already plenty. So. That's unfortunate. That's even more EXP now that the Red Mage is gonna lose. I fortunately at least have the gold needles to fix it, but losing EXP is not what I want the Red Mage to be doing right now. Okay. For half a second there, I considered just giving the first ruin to the red mage, but I need that on the monk and the black mage too much. Okay, clay golems are fine. Clay golems are easy to run from. Let's go ahead and make our way out of the waterfall cavern now. And then the nice thing about how I routed out the tents this game between shopping and pickups is that I keep one extra tent that I can use to patch up after the waterfall cavern. And then I actually do buy one extra cottage now that I think of it, just in case. But even still, 2000 gil was not going to buy me a whole lot in the way. Well, it would have gotten me some ethers, but my main concern was restocking Phoenix Downs. And 2000 gil is only going to get me 4 Phoenix Downs, which is not a whole lot. That was my fault for not healing. I was getting greedy and I was trying to stretch my heals to hopefully maybe before I could get out of the cave. But it's fine. Well, what the heck was that? Three mummies is not worth it. If I don't see at least like 5 mummies in the pack, it's not really worth it for the time investment. Okay, we can go ahead and patch up with that tent. And then we'll go ahead into Onrock now. We can still potentially make a good slab time here. Okay, we beat the menu boss, that's the important thing. Fortunately, we can skip that cutscene as well. So having Thundaga here would actually be really nice with a Black Mage. Unfortunately, we just don't have the levels in PSP in order to go get it. Because I think I would have to be level 22 on the Black Mage to get Thundaga. And that's 26 on the Red Mage, so there's just no way I can route it in PSP. In GBA, I can actually route that in. On PSP, that is not feasible to do, though, unfortunately. Okay, this is an unrunnable encounter. Go ahead and fire robber this down. I don't know that defending actually would have done anything there. That's another thing I need to remember to do actually in PSP, is that in situations where I just need to AoE to kill the thing, I should probably just defend with the rest of my party. An antidote will not cure death. This is marginally better to just do the fire on. Just for the damage range. Okay, so grab this diamond armlet, grab this money. I'm probably okay not grabbing as much money. So I can probably skip Gale chests now. I think I'm back on track for money. Because I only need to buy Knight's armor at this point, everything else is just restocking. So, okay, 30 seconds isn't bad. 7 minutes is actually what I about expect for the for that section there. PB had a really fast walk over to Sea Shrine, and down I didn't have a whole lot of encounters, so you finally wear silver armlet. We'll go ahead and make our way out. This is where having teleport would be nice, but it's fine. Oop, wrong way. That's the wrong category. That was regular PSP 80% muscle memory going in there. Okay, the walk to Kraken isn't too bad. I have some time save here because I had a really uncooperative Kraken in PB that just refused to not punch the monk. So I can potentially save a couple of minutes here. Go ahead and Thundara this down. That's a nice hit. Okay, optimal turn order would have been the Black Mage going next, but that's fine. Go ahead and heal after I get on these stairs. This is where having Kiraga is nice because a Kiraga is just one heal onto the rest of the party. Go ahead and take a safety save because I haven't saved in a while. Yeesh, my red mage is 2 levels behind everybody. Yeah, because if I had Thundaga here, what I could do is just defend with the party and then just wait for the Thundaga to go off. Unfortunately, there's just no way I can route that much EXP grinding. That would... PSP level grinding is incredibly slow. Like, once you get past once you get past the high teens into the 20s, it starts slowing to a crawl. I think getting to level 31 on White Mage route takes twice as long in PSP than it compared to GBA. I don't mind sharks though. Sharks give me good EXP. And I will take all the EXP I can get at this point. Okay, let's go ahead and rearrange my items while I'm thinking about it. So that can go there. This can go like this. Yeah, that's fine. Ambushed by 60 scorpions isn't great. I might be looking at some dead party members here. That's unfortunate. Okay, that's definitely not good because now I don't have a Thundara, so I need to flee. Okay. Oh boy. These Phoenix Downs are going to have to stretch. Okay. Oop. Okay, let's go ahead and give this ribbon to the red black mage. Okay. Still making decent time on Kraken. Like I said, there's plenty of potential for time save here. I just need to have a Kraken that cooperates with me and doesn't punch my monk 3 turns in a row. Okay, that's not who I want you targeting. This is a lot of item stretching I have to do because I didn't have a chance to restock. the Black Mage really just get crit both of those times it took over 100 damage? That's kind of scary. Please run. Okay, now that the scorpions are dead, this should be an easier run. Okay, Kraken, I need you to play ball with me. I'm willing to accept on like a 9.5, 10-minute Kraken here. I just need you to play ball with me. Ink is fine. Ink is a fine start. Okay, physicaling the warrior is fine. Okay, just defend and then don't punch the monk. That's fine. Okay. Not the best Kraken in the world, but it's better than an 11-minute one. Okay, so if I can just get Tiamat to cooperate with me. So Tiamat is like my last major place I can save time. And so if I'm gonna get any more time buffer for chaos, it's going to be on Tiamat. And Tiamat I need to play ball. Either that or I need to take like a lot of extra encounters to get more EXP up so I can get my HP up. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the red mage down for a little bit here just until I get closer to Volcano, just because I don't necessarily want to have to keep reviving her, especially with my low Phoenix down count. I'm good to sell this way, because the landmarks are better in PSP for the lineups. Muscle memory to GBA lineups, and those don't work nearly as well because I can't see certain things. Okay, let's go ahead, sell some things here. Okay, we're plenty good on money, but we'll go ahead and sell these just in case. Buy a knight's armor. Okay, better Dr. Un RNG. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and pick up Kiraga while we're here. And then we'll go up. Blah blah blah. I forgot where that NPC spawns. I could pick it up in Cornelia too, but I think the shop at Crescent Lake is closer to its entrance, so we'll go ahead and just do it there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and cottage here. If I didn't have to restore MP, what I actually would have done is I would have kept the red mage down up until I was in front of Carrie's chamber and then brought her back up there. But it's fine. We'll go ahead and make it work. Okay, good volcano so far. Okay, first encounter. Ambushed by Fire Hydra into Blaze, but... how many Phoenix Downs do I have left? Okay, that's not a great thing to see. This is a persistent Fire Hydra. Okay. That wasn't bad for a volcano, I just need to not screw up my carry setup now. I must have had a lot of encounters in PB now that I think about it, if I had a 6-minute volcano though. So the worst thing Carry can do at this point is Fyro, but I'm going to be stopping to grab more Phoenix Downs anyway, so I can actually just wait until I've gotten to Crescent Lake before I revive. Nice minute time save there. So I'm actually just going to do all of my final shopping in Crescent Lake. Actually, I think I know why I don't do my shopping in Crescent Lake. Is because Crescent Lake doesn't have antidotes. Okay, so the question just becomes, how badly do I think I'll need antidotes for the remainder of the run? Because I'm going to... Okay, so the only place I'm going to get poisoned is if I run into specifically Manticores in Flying Fortress. And I have like 5 or 6 antidotes on me right now. Okay, so I need to get you up to like 40. 21 should be fine. I don't have antidotes, but I think that's why I decided to do my shopping in Cornelia instead when I started routing that in. But I think I don't need the antidotes as critically, so I think we should be fine while I'm thinking about it. Okay, so I have 7 left of those. That should be fine. Because I'm only going to be worried about the warrior getting poisoned because I'll be at 2 ribbons pretty soon, or 3 ribbons soon. And so I shouldn't need additional antidotes after that. I don't think I run into anything else that poisons me besides Manticores. Yeah, it should be just Manticores. Well, these trolls know who the threat is. It's alright, nothing a good Fire Auger doesn't fix. Okay, this was actually a really good walk to Lufenia. Until this NPC. Okay, well, some rip gold split. Okay, just dodged the other NPC and I just saw him move up. Okay, so we still got the gold spit, but now I have to deal with NPC blocking me. Because I guarantee that NPC moved back in the way. Okay, yep, I need you. Oh, wow, this is going to be bad. Go up, thank you. Good enough, I will work with that. Minotaur zombies on the way back is fine. I need the XP anyway. Whoopsie. Ah. Wait, D-pad misbehaving. Yeah, I need to buy a new controller. Definitely need to buy a new controller. This wouldn't be an issue if the DualShock allowed me, if PSP allowed me to switch between analog stick and D-pad like GBA does, but it doesn't let me do that for some stupid reason, so I just wear out my D-pad even faster because of that. Go ahead, tent up, and we'll go ahead and make our way into Mirage Tower now. So we had a pretty decent Lufenian Peninsula, so we are on good pace to just keep making time here, which is good because I'll need as much buffer as I can get to deal with a little thing called Tiamat. I have yet to have a Tiamat cooperate with me in PSP. I think the one Tiamat I had cooperate with me was the first time I was the first time I ran this game to get a time. I think that was the best Tiamat I had. Okay, well, these vampires get to die now. That shouldn't stun me because I have the ribbon on, so... I gave these vampires a chance to let me to live. All they had to do was let me go. They didn't want to do that, so they get to die now. That low road. Wow, these vampires are wasting extra time. Do I still have gold needles to deal with that one cockatrice if it decides to petrify me? I think I do. Okay, well, the good Lufenian walk is being made up for with a bad second floor Mirage Tower, so this is not great. I know I'm lower level than I should be at this point, but I still shouldn't have that hard of a time running from things. Thank you, Preemptive Strike. Okay, come on guys, it's only 3 vampires this time compared to 5. Should be able to run from that, right? Please stop punching the red mage. I've dealt with them dying too many times already. Okay, 2 Preemptive Strike is the game telling me to heal the red mage. God, this Mirage Tower is starting to oh no, this Mirage Tower started sucking a long time ago. This Mirage Tower just plain sucks. Okay, attack, attack. Firaga, attack. Okay, didn't Thunderbolt, that's good. Okay, so I had second try Tiamat in PB, and that is, or not, rather not PB, but the first time I, in my 255 in this, let's call it, in this category. That is the best Tiamat I've had cooperate with me so far. Every other Tiamat I think has been at least 4th try up to this point. So I just need Tiamat to not Thunderbolt turn 1 and we're already at an improvement. Okay, I need to kill that air elemental, which probably just means I should just kill this entire formation. It's not that this formation is unrunnable, it's just that the air elemental is so agile, it just boosts the average agility of the formation. Meaning that it's probably better to just kill the thing and then run. What I wouldn't give to have NES chances of running away. Okay, this is the final ribbon. Okay, doing good in the not running to Manticore's department. That's a stop to heal. Actually, no, that's fine. I can work with that. I should probably heal regardless. If I think I should stop to heal, it probably means I should stop to heal. Ambushed by Manticores, okay. Well, as I previously mentioned, I only am concerned about the warrior getting poisoned, so we should be fine from here with my 7 antidotes. There's 1. Actually, no, here's how we're gonna stretch this. I'm actually not gonna heal that off. And then, as soon as we get to Tiamat is when I will take care of that. I'm going to go ahead and just queue up a spell with these things. Just in case. I actually don't remember what the Manticores are weak to. I actually think they might resist fire now that I think about it. But it's the strongest spell I have, so it's just what I'm going for. Yeah, so we're just gonna leave that poison on just so I can stretch my antidotes. Okay, being careful to walk around the teleporter. I actually could probably go ahead and just heal off that poison now because the last time, now that I think about it, the last time I run into Manticores is on that floor specifically, so... That's another instance where having Thundaga would be nice. Okay, that's an easy way to cure off the poison. Okay. Still made it to Tiamat in a reasonable amount of time. I just need her to... Oh, I say that and then I get ambushed by Black Flan. So I just need her to play nice, and we can actually have a decent run. Because even though I'm like super ahead right now, I can just bleed all of that to Tiamat being uncooperative. And thus far, she's been uncooperative in every single PB attempt. So hopefully she finally plays nice for once. Okay. Okay, if she Thunderbolts, what do I do? I'm just going to assume she's going to lead with Thunderbolt because every single time I've tried to do the regular setup, she's led with Thunderbolt. So I'm just going to preemptively Curaga the Monk, and then we will go from there. I'm not even going to bother trying to keep the Red Mage up. We're just going to set up as much as we can, and then go from there. I just need Tiamat to be in a pattern where she doesn't like go super abusive on her skills, and we'll be fine. Okay, biting, physical attacks is fine. Please keep doing that, Tiamat. I'm not going to do nearly as much damage because I don't have my normal temper output since I'm preemptively healing, but we're making it work. Okay, biting is fine. Okay, okay, that's fine. Okay, poison gas is fine. Hallelujah, I had a Tiamat that cooperated. That is the first time running this category I actually had first try Tiamat. And that still was a 7-minute Tiamat. That's hilarious. Okay, so now we just need to have some decent luck in Chaos Shrine. And then we should be good to go from there. Okay, I think I can stretch 40 Ethers to less than the end of the game. What I'm trying to debate now is do I need to go pick up more Phoenix Downs? I'm expecting 12 force fights, 3 people die, or 4 force. So I need 12 Phoenix Downs at minimum to make it through to the end of the game. I think I'll be okay. $16. I have 4 to spare. Okay, we're gonna try this. So this NPC, that little cutscene, is just showing you where the bonus Labyrinth of Time dungeon is. We're not gonna go in there. It's a very dangerous and scary place. ahead and safety save. That's a whole lot of nope. I think as now that I have the ribbons on, as long as they don't all Ice Storm, I think we're fine, although the Red Mage is probably going to go down just because of how low HP she has. That's okay, that's why we queued up the Fire Round with the Black Mage. Okay, this is unrunnable, and you know what? I'm just going to hedge my bets here. We are going to physical with the Blizzara, because I don't trust the Blizzara to take everything out here. Unless they all poison gas, in which case that could be a problem. Oh, the Red Mage is down again. This is the problem with the Red Mage being down 2 levels, is that the Red Mage's magic defense is not nearly as high as the rest of the party's. I could actually very well die to another poison gas if I get bad turn order luck here. This is kind of scary. If it weren't for the fact that I need the Red Mage to heal the rest of my party, I would actually seriously consider just leaving them dead just to save on antidotes. But I guess we're gonna go save Sculling now, because I've already used 2 of my 4 Spare Phoenix downs. Okay. You're gonna defend for what little it'll matter, and then... You know, I think I might have to detour to go grab the extra Mega Elixir again. Because I don't know that I can I'll make the judgment call when I make the carry. I'm running through like a lot of numbers in my head right now, trying to see if I need to go pick that up. Because it's a 30-second detour in one direction for me to go grab that. But I mostly grabbed that just because I needed to I needed to conserve ethers. That's so golded, wow, that's surprising. I'll see where my pace is at. I think what I might end up doing is I might actually end up still going to grab it after all, and if anything, I'll use it as a 5th Mega Elixir for the Chaos fight, because having extra Mega Elixirs there is never a bad thing. Especially considering that given my mage's relative HPs at the moment, I'm expecting things to go wonky on the Chaos fight regardless. That was weird that I didn't hit that damage range, but that's okay, the Black Mage went early, so we're good. I must have like hyper low rolled on 2 of those. Yeah, that's a damage range. That's unfortunate. Because I think we need to get to 2... We either need to get to 268 or 270. One of those numbers is correct, I think. Purple Worm is fine. Purple Worm is just unrunnable. Not white dragons. Okay, that's fine. This is actually good because white dragons will funnel EXP into the red mage. That didn't kill, that's kind of surprising. Okay, I really hope my black mage goes early in this turn order. Okay, 3 out of 4, not ice. 4 out of 4, no ice. Okay, no ice storm. We're fine. I can breathe a little easier now. That's the big concern I was worried about, was all of them ice storming. Okay, we got through the worst floors. Okay. I'm past the part where I will critically need Phoenix Downs. Everything else from here, if I need to use Phoenix Downs, it'll mostly be on the Fiendry fights, or I just had some massive amounts of bad RNG. Okay, so do I go grab the 5th Mega Elixir? Because had I remembered it, I would have just taken an extra Mega Elixir during the 15 puzzle grind. This is a really tough call, actually. Because because 30-second detour might not seem like a lot, but that's a lot of extra steps for me to take, and that's extra counter chances along the way that whole time. I could pick out the Pro Cape and give it to the red mage for what it's worth as well. Okay, Nuke should only do in like the 330 at maximum, which means that only my mages are gonna go down. So basically, as long as I get the haste off, we're fine. I need that haste to go off. Also, what the heck? I made good time to this Lich. Okay, physical is fine. Okay, so now if the tempers don't go off, I can compensate by doing another Giant's Glove. But ideally, the tempers should go off. Okay, we got 2 physicals, so that's fine. 3 physicals. That's almost one. If we had that Temporer on the... If the Temporer from the Black Mage went off before the Monk took his turn, that would have been a one-shot. And there's the flare. Yeah, I'm going to... Yeah, I'm making the call. I'm gonna grab the other Mega Elixir. Because best case scenario, I can save it for the... I can save it as the 5th Mega Elixir for the Chaos fight. Worst case scenario, I'm using it to heal, to restore MP, either after... What's it called? Either before Kraken or before Tiamat. And then I'll grab the Pro Cape while I'm doing it, so... We're gonna lose some time on this split, because I think in PB was the first time I finally didn't go grab it, but depending on our encounter luck, we might still be okay. I do still have some time to save on the Chaos fight as well, because the Chaos fight was a second try, rather than first, so... That's like another 3 minutes of buffer I can buy myself, but... Still, I might actually need that is the thing, so... But given how my mages have been performing this run, I'd rather have the extra Mega Elixir for safety than not. Okay, I'm gonna take a safety save because the last time I tried to do this, I got ambushed by 3 red dragons, and then I got blazed to death because I couldn't run. So we're gonna save here just so I don't have to rerun the entire floor. Okay, lava worms are fine. Okay, we're gonna grab this Pro Cape first, give it to the red mage. Okay, so we have 5 Mega Elixirs now. Yeah, so we're probably gonna lose like a minute or so here. Possibly a minute and a half, 2 minutes, depending on where our encounter look is and depending on how carry behaves. Save just so I don't have to do that again, just in case I get some weird party wipe. That's not the trap tile. At 500 HP, that 2 HP should not matter. Wow, okay, that's bad. Why did she hit that hard? She's not supposed to hit that hard. I'm either massively misremembering her damage or she got a crit. You know what? I didn't put the Knight's Armor on the Knight either, now that I think about it. I think she crit. Either that or she actually does hit that hard and I'm just misremembering. Okay, so that was, yeah, 2.5 minutes lost. So that's like 30 seconds in one direction to get to pick up the Mega Elixir, and then another minute to encounters. Okay, thank the Lord this was with the Water Nagas, so this is actually runnable. This might still actually be hard to run from just because of how many water elementals there are, though. Okay. This is, however, unrunnable. I don't trust my damage rolls, but I also don't trust the red mage to live, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do it this way. I'll probably take 3 rounds of 2 or 3 rounds to do this, depending on what my damage roll here is. Yeah, I need to remember for PSP that I should go for 5 Mega Elixirs. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna lose time to this. And I didn't attack with the warrior. I should have the monk attack something else, actually, because that one with damage already is probably going to die to the Blizzara. Yeah, so that's wasted damage. I could have killed 2 elementals this round. Or 3 elementals, rather. Okay, well, I didn't use any Phoenix Downs on carry, so I have buffer. I have spare ones, I guess. Not dealing with that. That is way too many scorpions to deal with. I'm not thrilled to see that. I don't want to deal with elementals either, actually. Okay. Okay, as long as Kraken doesn't, like, Mike Tyson punch out the monk, we should be fine. Ink is fine. Wow, I got critical blinded through a Reuben. That's unfortunate to see. I think he has enough HP, and I think I'll be doing enough buffing that it shouldn't matter for the damage ranges, but that's unfortunate. Okay, Thundara is fine. I gotta Curaga you for safety. Okay, keep doing Thundara and keep doing Ink. I don't care as long as you don't physical me. I think that's enough of a damage range that actually we can just do that. Physical, not the monk, that's all I care about. Okay, Tiamat, play ball. Okay, speed drink, temper, haste, giant skull. Okay, that's not a great start. Scourge is fine, Scourge would only hit the monk, and that's fine, I can work with only one Giant's Tonic off. I think I'm gonna do an extra Giant's Glove just to just to compensate damage, and I'm just gonna leave the Red Mage on permanent Kiraga duty. Okay, even with the ribbon, I think we're dead. Okay. So some people live, that's good. Okay, that's a little under half her HP. So if this temper buff can get me to 3,000, we can one-shot her right here. I'm gonna queue up another temper spell just in case, though. Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay, as long as she doesn't critical bite the monk, we're fine. Okay. Okay. Okay, moment of truth. I don't need to be at full MP for the start of the fight since turn 1 is just throwing the Mega Elixir. I just need everybody at full HP. Okay, stone golems are not iron golems, so that's fine. Wow, I failed to wow, first attempt fail on rail run on stone golems is rare. Okay. I need to cure you. Everybody's at full, okay. Okay. Doesn't need to be pretty, I just want it to be under 245. Okay, so... Giant's Tonic... Giant's Tonic... Giant's Tonic... Mega Elixir. Okay, good start. Okay, Blizzaga is fine. Okay, bad turn order. Okay, I think what we're gonna do, just because the mages are low, is we're gonna ahead and throw that turn 2 Mega Elixir. Blaze shouldn't kill with ribbons on. Actually, it might kill a red mage with how low her HP is. Okay, we're fine. Speed drink, temper. That's 2 turns of Giant's Gloves. Tsunami, it's fine. Okay. Hurricane might wipe the party, so I would like to see Flora or a physical on anyone but the monk, so we're gonna do it this way. Okay, Slora's fine, good. Warrior doesn't matter, Slora on the warrior is the best target. That's 3. And I think I have to go to 4 Giant's Gloves just for the damage consistency. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna lose my Kiraga user, but I think I'm set from here. I'm just going to throw speed drinks. We're going to... I think I'm okay to risk this, actually, because I think I can just do that. I think we're set on tempers, that's why. Because I should have haste temper 1. Haste temper 1, temper 2, temper 1. Temper 2. Temper speed drink, so 4. Earthquake will only kill the warrior. And it missed. Okay, we're good. Okay. We are set up. It is statistically improbable for me to lose from here. Not impossible, just improbable. Okay, I didn't count his spells. He could Kiraja here, but I think we're still okay even if he does decide to do that. Wow. Okay, 239 exact. Works for me. That is... Okay, I can officially put this category to bed and don't have to come back to this for a long while. Finally got first try Tiamat. I had a Kraken that behaved this time. Lich was amazing, and I had a first try Chaos. Okay, I can put PSP to bed and go back to GBA, or I can go back to regular any %. I can put Glitchless to bed though.